Do you suck at Rhythia? Or at least you think you do? Well, there's a couple small things you might not realize that just could be holding you back. So let's take a look. First place I'm gonna direct you to on getting better is your settings. Because if you don't feel like you're the best player that you could be, it's probably got something to do with your settings. So for me, before I was even remotely like decent at the game, I used to play with the default settings, and only thing I changed was my parallax and my FOV. Now this stuff is mainly personal preference, but you probably want a lower number for your FOV because it gives you more room to kind of wiggle around, you know. Parallax, I like it low because it makes it easier to see notes for me. That's personal preference. Do whatever you want. Same with grid parallax. Next, notes. This is where it gets really like important. So your note scale, you can play with this. Same with note opacity. Probably best to keep it on 1 so you could see them though. And then spawn distance, this is like one of the most important settings, if not the most important setting in the game. Play around with this, find one you like. For me, I like my notes really close. It helps me get better at like jumps and quantum jumps and stuff like that. And then half ghost, really good setting. This just like makes it easier to see notes. So, and instead of them being solid all the way through like this, as they get closer to you, they start to kind of fade out, so you can see the notes that are behind them. Then approach rate, pretty self-explanatory. It's how fast the notes are going to come at you. And then these two settings, I mean, they're kind of just whatever. You can play with these settings and just find a range you're comfortable with. Whatever works for you, honestly. And then FPS cap, you want that as high as you can go, you know. Just keep it like that. Also, I'm using the Steam version if you couldn't tell. This is what I feel most comfortable playing on right now. And I've been enjoying it for the most part, so I mean, works for me. You can also do the same thing with the SoundSpacePlus version. It'll convert basically the exact same. Just find that range you're comfortable with your notes, like spawn distance. Definitely use half ghost, it'll help you out so much. And approach rate. Once you find a nice little like range you're comfortable with that helps you, or that just feels nice, then you're good with that. Next, for me, what was kind of like really cool and why I use the Steam version is because of the replay features, which are on the SoundSpacePlus version. It records, but one thing I really like about this version is the visualize the map. So with this you can kind of see there's all these settings. You can see note hitboxes. There's frame markers, so it kind of shows you everything. This is the path, so it shows you just kind of how the mouse is going to move. You can turn that off, just kind of see better, maybe. This is the cursor, so it creates a little plus. I use a snowflake, made it myself. Anyway, one thing I really like about this though is slowing it down, it'll help you just kind of learn a pattern. If you're struggling with patterns, like, let's say you're struggling with a pattern like, where? Let's find a pattern. Let's just say like here. So, let's say you can't really read this stuff normally. Slowing it down might help you, like with the visualizer, might help you just find out and see what a pattern is. Because sometimes I know it's challenging to see. And then back to the like notes and approach rate, they help out a lot with seeing stuff like this as well. Anyway, let's go back. Viewing your own replays will help a lot as well. So like, let's look at this song. I completely suck at it, right? So let's look at my replay. These yellow lines, they just kind of show you where you're kind of lacking. So just like if you're going a little bit too far off the path that's most optimal or whatever. But let's kind of look to where I start getting bad, right? So let's slow it down. Right there you can see like, yeah, right here, you see I just start losing the notes. And I find it, and I get back to it. I start to lose them again, and then you can kind of see just like I'm either undershooting a note, completely missing it because I go down and then I don't go back up to that note, and then the next note's here, so I go down but then I have to get back up and I don't make it there. So instead of going like that, it's like that, I'm going like that. So I kind of curve my cursor instead of just going straight to the note. And then you can kind of see just here again that I completely just don't see that note. And then again, same with that one. Then I go back over here for that one. But then I'm just off. So that's kind of big problem there. But I mean, playing songs slower, it'll help you just kind of get used to patterns. So let's just kind of check this out. Kind of undershot some notes there. So, there's that.
どこなんて見せちゃダメダメ知りたくないとこは見せずに唯一無二じゃなくちゃいやいやそれこそ本物の愛得意の笑顔で沸かすメディア隠しきるこの秘密だけは愛してるって嘘で積むキャリアこれこそ私なりの愛だ流れる汗も綺麗なアクアルビーを隠したこのまぶた歌い踊り舞う私はマリアそう嘘はとびきりの愛だ誰かに愛されたことも誰かのことを愛したこともないそんな私の嘘がいつか本当になることいつかきっと全部手に入れる私はそう欲張りなアイドルとしたいでみんなのことちゃんと愛したいから今日も嘘をつくのこの言葉がいつか本当になる日を願ってそれでもまた君と君にだけは言えずにいたけどああやっと言えたこれは絶対嘘じゃない愛してる
And just like that, do you see? And then, yeah.
無
So
敵の笑顔
let's
で
see
ラ
what I
ス
do
メデ
best
ィア
with slower
知り
speed.
たいその秘密ミステリアス抜けてるとこ
Another
さえ
thing
彼女のエ
if
リ
I
ア
like about this
完
version
璧
is
で嘘つく
there's a part in the song you're stuck in.
嘘か
We're stuck in.
本当か知り得
Let's
ない
just go like here. This is the best
嘘
part.
か本当
Like the
か
first
知
one.
り得ないそんな言葉にまた一人落ちる
Just skip
ま
straight
た
to
好
it.
き
And
に
then
させる誰もが目を
and then
奪
you can just
わ
kind
れてく君は
go
完
for it.
璧で究極の愛だこれじゃ現れない一番
But yeah. You see.
無
I
敵
got
の
a
笑
panic
顔
there,
でラ
but
スメディア
that's okay.
知りたいその秘密
Another
ミステ
thing
リ
I
ア
like
ス
to do
抜けてる
is
と
look
こ
at
さえ
songs that
彼
are
女
like
のエリ
correlate
ア
to what you're trying to
完
practice,
璧
you
で
know?
嘘つ
So
き
if you're looking for jumps, I like this song because it has pretty slow jumps and it just helps you get into the feel of it. You can see there. It was decent. Not the best, not the worst. Cleared the song. So that's one way you can do it. You can practice your skills like that. And my last tip I'll give to you is don't stick on one map too long. If one map is too hard for you, try going to a song that's a little bit easier. And once you do that, you might see some improvement. If not, then you just gotta practice, and that's a big part about getting better.
付き合ってみるか
So
私たち
getting better takes time. So yeah, that's it really. That's all I can really say. And then thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed.